Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Any Baby. I film YouTube videos about my life and topics that I'm passionate about, with the hope that it would help or inspire someone. So please stick around. You can comment in the description box if you're new, so that we can get to know each other. Thank you so much. Right, so as you can already see from the topic, today we're going to be talking about beauty standards. We're going to be talking about why there is an Eurocentric standard of beauty, and also we'll also be talking about why we black women wear wigs sometimes. So for this video, I thought to bring my very good friend. Her name is Ebube, and I thought it'd be great if she comes to share her thoughts on this topic, because she's a woman that embraces her natural beauty. As you can see, she's rocking that natural face. Okay. And yeah, she's just a woman that's passionate about equality, and she will tell you a little bit more about herself later. So yeah, Ebube, do you want to tell us about yourself?
Hi, my name is Ebube, and I study law in my second year in university. I'm also a feminist, as Annie mentioned. I believe in equality of all genders, and well, let's get right into the video.
Let's get into this video. Thank you. The reason I decided to film this video is because, first of all, I was watching a scene from Love is Land. I know that show is big now, everyone is talking about it. I just went to my friend's house. I'm not a big fan of the show, but I went to my friend's house and she was watching the show, and yeah, I just saw a scene from the show where this guy was disrespecting a black woman for wearing wigs. I'm not gonna name any names because I don't want to embarrass anybody, but basically he was telling the black woman, because we're in an argument, that her wig is sliding. And I just felt like that is so disrespectful. Like, why would you speak to someone like that? You know, that there are ways to, you know, convey an information without being rude. That's one of the reasons, is because, you know, this guy basically disrespected the woman for wearing wigs. And the second reason that I decided to film this video is because in my work environment, a lot of the people I work with are white people. They're not black. So they ask a lot of questions about, why do we black women wear wigs? Why is my hair always different? And things like that. So that's another reason why I'm filming this video, is to educate people that probably don't understand why we wear wigs as black women. And another reason why I decided to film this video is because currently I'm dating, and I date people of different races and, you know, different tribes, and a lot of times they ask questions, genuine questions, on why my hair always look different. So I just thought it'd be good to be able to educate people on why we black women wear wigs, some of the realities that we black women face with our hair in the United States, which is like a different climate compared to Africa. And another aim that I hope to get from this video is to be able to encourage we women of color to embrace our natural beauty more. And you know, there's a lot of conversation around this with like Beyonce's video on Brown Skin Girl. There are a lot of people that are talking about it, but I just thought to make this video to raise more awareness about, you know, embracing our natural beauty. So the two end goals from this video will be, first of all, to educate people that are non-black, to be able to understand why we black women change our hair, and also to be able to encourage we black women to embrace our natural beauty more. So please keep watching if you would like to see more of this topic. Right, so the next question I want to ask Ebube is, what is beauty, and who defines beauty? Who should define beauty?
Okay, what is beauty? Beauty is, first of all, is in the eye of the beholder.
No.
It is what beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And it is it's basically how you perceive yourself. It's basically you comfortable in your own skin. The way you see yourself is what, like, you are the one that determines what beauty is. Nobody should be able to determine. It's actually very sad how in the world now society creates this picture, or gives us this this structure, this ideal that beauty is supposed to look like this.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
beauty is embedded in each and every one of us. That's the truth. And I've gotten to the point where I've realized that you are the one that defines beauty for yourself. Nobody defines it for you. And well, any second question, I think I'd already started answering it.
Who
Who defines beauty? Like, like everything else in the world, social media plays a huge role in defining beauty. Not just social media itself, like films, movies, even like magazines. How like the pretty girl, the desirable girl, they always of the same standard. Okay, they have a like pretty
figure
eight and everything. But then the truth is that beauty comes in different shapes and sizes.
Exactly.
Beauty comes in different skin tones. Beauty comes like you are beautiful the way you are. Like you're
the one that defines
exactly. You define your own beauty. Like nobody can tell you, see, you're not. You don't. You would have been fine if not that.
Your waist is just a little
if you
bit
just go to gym and just trim off this size and you'll be good.
Nonsense.
And that,
and the Bible also tells us that we are wonderfully and we are fearfully made.
So if you have any problem with that, you can go and argue the Bible.
Because like I feel like if God said it, that's the end of the matter.
Simple as.
And God does not say, oh, this is the idea of what beauty is. Do you get what I mean? Like beauty, like Ebube said, we're all fearfully and wonderfully made. When God created Adam, God said, everything that I created is good. That's it. End of story. There should never be like an ideal. There should never be a definition of beauty. People look up to, like the figure eight, Kim Kardashian, Beyonce type of beauty. But my body, for example, is not what you would call a figure eight. And I love my body. And I feel like we all need to get to the point where we just fully embrace who we are. Whether you're overweight, if you want to lose weight for healthy reasons, that's fine. But
if you want to lose weight for you, that's also very
that's cool. Too. That's cool. But you shouldn't lose weight just to fit into like an ideal standard of beauty. And the reality with all these ideals is it changes.
That's the funny thing. It changes. It does change.
Like 50 years ago, the ideal was skinny people. Like, now is like more like curvy.
I remember the time that it was not curvy per se, like just to have like having fat in the right places,
exactly,
in the right proportion.
Yeah.
I remember the time that Marilyn Monroe was the icon of beauty, and like because I've not seen a real life picture of her, and like all the pictures are in black and white. She seems to be like on the chubby side.
Yeah.
But like, what was defined as beauty when you look at Marilyn Monroe would not pass as beautiful in today's world.
Exactly.
So like it's a trend. It's a trend, like every other thing. It keeps changing. So if what you think of if you let them define what your beauty is, beauty will never have a definition because it will continue to change.
Exactly.
It shouldn't be it shouldn't be an objective term. It shouldn't be objective. It shouldn't be objective. It should be subjective. It should be based on what you feel. And I can't lie, for the longest time I've always wanted to conform to the societal, and God has even blessed me. Like the social construct body, I happen to have it, so it has always been easy for me.
Nice.
But the truth is that it took me some time, like even like because I have sisters and they all don't have the same body type. It took me some time to really understand that beauty is not because you have big hips and you have tiny waist, big waist, fine face, all the
nonsense.
Not necessarily nonsense, but like
it is nonsense. Trying to define beauty is nonsense.
True. It doesn't like just to fit into like the mold that has been created. But like beauty is what you define it to be. Yeah. I have this friend that you can't tell her anything.
Can't tell her nothing.
You can't tell her anything. She's beautiful. As in, you may not agree. That's your business.
My problem.
She believes she's beautiful. Like sometimes I just look at her and I'm just like, wow, I wish I had this much self-confidence, because she does not care what you have to say. She can't even be asked. You can tell her, I don't think you're fine. That's your business. I know that I'm paying. Oh my God. She'll be like, she'll just stay on her own, and I just said like she'll just be taking pictures of herself because she feels she's so beautiful. And that is what beauty is.
That's the goal.
As long as you feel you're beautiful, you are beautiful. In fact, you don't have to feel it. Like God created all of us fearfully and wonderfully made. So nobody has right to tell you're not beautiful. If they're telling you you're not beautiful, by whose standard?
By whose standard?
They should tell. First of all, who are you? The book where they wrote the standards for who is beautiful and who is not beautiful.
Yeah. Wait. Who is that person? Like, we'll cut it out. Don't worry. But you get the point.
Yeah. basically, like, if you have the right, if you feel you have the right to tell somebody that they're not beautiful, you should bring the bring the code of conduct, or you should bring the code where it states what beauty is, signed by God, the president of your country.
I'm telling you.
And
give us evidence.
And yeah, we need evidence. We need like proof. Simple as forget all that president of your country. We need evidence.
We need proof. Yeah, I like Tracy Ellis Ross said that beauty is just simply being yourself to the fullness of who you are. That's all beauty is. Beauty is just, like Ibube have said, embracing who you are, right where you are. You know, if you want to maybe lose weight, or if you want to do whatever you want to do, that's cool. But beauty is just accepting yourself even when you're not in that ideal shape that you even want to be. And I feel like we all need to get to the point where we're so comfortable in our natural beauty that we don't look for validation in social media or through anybody's opinion. Like, beauty is who you are right now, where you are. I'm going to be asking Ibube some of the questions that I've written down just to educate us more on this topic. So the first question is, why do we black women wear wigs, Ibube? What do you think?
Well, because as black women, it takes time in the morning. First of all, I know how long it takes me to get my natural hair done in the morning.
Yeah,
it's also very expensive, like especially like in the UK, because there are lots of people with black hair, and there are not enough people that know how to manage it, so the demand outweighs the supply.
Exactly, yeah.
So
you get the point.
The demand outweighs the supply, so it's more expensive. It's also after, like, it's also difficult to manage, because even after you've gotten it done, even after you wake up really early in the morning and get it done, even after you've gotten it done, when you go out and come back, it looks a mess, or it has shrunken, or it has become flat, and it's just discouraging sometimes.
And it's faster as well, like if you have children
and step out,
it's just a lot faster.
And also the fact that sometimes, like, your hair is really difficult to comb. Like, there are people that literally weep, like cry when they're combing their hair because of how, like, hard it is. You have to be pouring water, doing this, which takes me back to the point of it being really expensive. So all those things don't come cheap. Obviously, you have to put in a leave-in conditioner, different things. Some people even put in, like, what's it called, curling cream, different things, and just to get the hair soft enough to be able to comb. Then when you now go out and comb, just the whole drama that goes into, like, getting your natural hair, like, to look all pretty is a lot, and then it doesn't even last that long.
Exactly. And also people literally dedicate a whole day to hair,
hence wash day. Like, wash your hair for the whole day, because, like, obviously and depending on the kind of person you are, some people wash their hair in sections, some people wash it like one time, then dry it, then just that it takes the whole day to literally take care of this natural hair. It's crazy. But, like,
that's why.
Secondly, it's to protect our natural hair. We wear wigs sometimes because, like, as I said before, like, it's really difficult to manage, and also because the weather affects the hair, and sometimes you just want to like protective styling. You just want to, like, have your all back and throw it on and leave the house. So to protect your hair from, like, the harsh weather and everything. Sometimes we put on wigs for that reason. Sorry.
Also, to add to that point, there's also the point of the water in the UK might not be very good for our hair. I find that a lot of time, even my Caucasian friends tell me that when they use the water, maybe in London and in Leeds, they find that their hair breaks. So if I'm always washing my hair and things like that, that would damage my hair, essentially.
I don't have much information on that.
But no, that's a fact, for real.
I don't personally, I can only speak on what I know. I don't really have much information on that. But, well, if you say so. Third reason is because people want to change up their looks, and that's completely okay. Today I want to come in with a wig, tomorrow I want to come in with natural hair, next tomorrow I want to come in with braids. It's my hair. You want to be there, you want to, like, just be free, you want to be fluid with your hair, you want to just, like, do whatever you want and just, like, play around with it. At the end of the day, it is my hair. So, like, people use wigs, like, as well. And then, like, it's not just like different types of styles, there's also, like, different types of wigs. Today it can be a braid wig, tomorrow it can be a colored wig, next tomorrow it can be a long wig, a short wig, a bob wig, whatever you want, as long as it makes you happy. Then the fourth reason is also because, well, I haven't experienced this firsthand, but I've heard a lot of stories that people don't get jobs as a result of, like, the curly hair. People say it looks unkempt, it's not professional. Well, like, nowadays it's getting better, but then like we still haven't gotten to that point yet. I think Annie, you were in a
I've
about
definitely
that.
experienced it when I used to work as a waitress. So there's this whole thing as having your hair in a bun, in a silk bun. I'm sorry, my natural hair is not silky. It's like the texture is not silky basically, so I can't just pack it up in a bun and it will look silky. So like I've experienced people getting sent home, like you will get to work and they will send you back home because your hair is not silky. So like the reality is that people genuinely cannot get jobs when they go, you know, for interviews with their natural hair because people say it looks unkept. And remember like the video of Tamara.
Oh yeah, and Tamara was talking about, I remember watching before this video, watching the reel. And Tamara was talking about how when she was younger, to get like, before she could get commercials, like a lot of the time she was passed up on jobs, jobs and commercials because of her hair, and how like difficult it was to manage, like, and this was like in the 90s. But a lot of things have changed since then, but still, like
we're still experiencing it now.
Well,
but
I haven't
it's
experienced
getting
it personally, but
yeah. So I think the reason why people are asking is because they don't know, and that's the reason why we're filming this video, so that like, you know, people can be more educated about why we black women wear wigs sometimes.
Or we change our. The fifth point is that a lot of girls are not comfortable in their natural hair. For whatever reason, it may be because it's not long, like so they can't like tie it up or really do much with it, or because maybe like just for whatever reason they just don't feel very comfortable in it, or they just generally don't feel comfortable in it, and it could be as a result of anything really. Because personally, I love my natural hair, so I can't really relate to that problem. But like some people just don't like it, some people just don't feel comfortable.
And it could also be as a result of, you know, all these people telling them you don't look beautiful, people just absorbing, you know, the negative energy. It could even be from like maybe some parents saying your hair does not look nice, go and do your hair, stuff like that. So it could be things that they've absorbed just from like their environment and from watching people that they look up to, like beauty influencers and things like that. They just see them always wearing wigs, so that make them think that there's something wrong with their natural hair, and that affects their level of confidence in wearing their natural hair. And that's a shame, because I believe that like we're all beautiful.
Well, yes, true, but like I feel that nowadays people are getting more comfortable in their natural hair, even like with the teeny weeny afros. We now see people unlike before. We now see, even if it's not regularly, we now see people's natural hair. We now know what your natural hair length is. We now know what your natural hair looks like, which is really good, which is really an improvement. It shows that we're really embracing the natural hair, the natural hair, not necessarily natural, like just the all natural, the thing that God has given us, what we have naturally. So it just makes me happy.
We're getting there, but I feel like the truth is that some girls are still not comfortable in their natural beauty. And the truth is that a lot of times, like if we're being honest, if we have an occasion, if we like, let's assume you have like a Burna Boy concert, for example, it won't be natural for an average girl to say I'm gonna go there with my natural hair. Like an average girl will be like, I need a wig, I need a nice weave to go out. Like I think we need to change that narrative, and we need to get to the point where we're so comfortable in our natural hair that even if we have the best occasions like a wedding or anything, we can be like, yo, I'm gonna wear my natural hair there, because we're so comfortable in our natural beauty. I think that's where we need to get to, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm there. Like I would be lying if I said I'm there, but I want to get to that point, and I'm, you know, going to actively try to do that. And I've started with this video. That's why I'm not wearing a wig in this video.
I also think that it's not just because they're not comfortable. Sometimes, I like referring back to the previous point, is that like it's hard to maintain. Imagine going for a concert with your natural hair. I'm sorry, like the only concert, like the only concert setting I have in my head is Nigerian concert setting. You're out, or you're inside a building, or you're out in the open air, and then you're outside. Everybody's dancing, and everywhere is crazy and everything, and you are sweating. And like imagine, even if you're outside, you're sweating, and then like the moisture is just like you're sipping out of your hair. It shrinks. You're indoors, like there's AC, so that one you can't really explain it, but still, like but weddings, I can understand you going with a natural hair. That's really
But
good.
that's
completely
not.
nice.
But that isn't something that a lot of people do, if we're being honest. Like if I have a top event, for example, I wouldn't naturally think of my natural hair. And that is where I want to get. The next question is, how can we embrace our natural beauty more? And also going forward, what are we going to be doing differently in order to, promote the message of embracing our natural beauty and not allowing the culture to define what beauty is for us? So what would you say, like, how would you embrace your natural beauty more? I know you embrace your natural beauty right now, but going forward, how can you embrace your natural beauty more? And what would you be doing differently?
Okay. First of all, it's not like embracing my natural beauty was not like it wasn't like an instantaneous thing.
Yeah.
It was as a result of laziness, to be fair. Growing up, I don't really like. Not that I don't like makeup, but then like I'm lazy to get up early in the morning and do makeup, or like start getting ready really early for an event, like by doing makeup. I don't know, so like, and I do not know how to do it, and I don't know, I wasn't really like doing that. I didn't really want to learn, so it was literally like I forced myself to kind of embrace it, because I can't do makeup, and it's not every day you can be looking for people to do your makeup for you, because other people are also doing their own thing. So I had to eventually, like, it will be like, you are not doing makeup, so you have to be happy with the way you look.
Exactly.
Well, with my natural hair, I think for like what I would do in the future, like I think I'll just wear it out more. Rather than like relying on wigs. Yeah, wigs are, and not to dispute the fact that wigs are good. Wigs are completely perfect. They're wonderful. They are lifesavers, in fact. Sometimes when you wake up late and you're like, oh shit, I'm late for lecture, you just throw it on and leave the house. That's not the time you want to start styling your hair or slicking it back. No. But like they are really good. This is not to dispute the fact that wigs are good. They are really, really good. But me personally, I would want to invest more, like do more to my natural hair, like bring it out a bit more. Obviously, like I'm sure like everybody that knows me, or everybody that like knows me personally, has seen my natural hair before and knows what it looks like, has seen it on like different occasions. And I'm sure like once I take out my natural hair, once I take out like this braids, I'm sure like people will not like you will definitely see it. But I think I can do a lot more to bring it out, because at the end of the day, it's also, personally for me, it's also part of my heritage, because like it just shows, it's just part of like my blackness, my just me generally.
Exactly.
And I love my natural hair. It took me some time to like really love it, because like when I was younger, I used to relax my hair. I like the straightened, relaxed hair. But now, like I embrace my natural hair, and well, I can't speak for anybody else, but like I feel that I'm happy. Yeah, I feel I'm happy with it.
Yeah, just to buttress Ibube's point on like how can we embrace our natural hair more. And then you were also saying about, there are different ways that we can style natural hair. We can wear different scarves, we can style it in different ways. So going forward, that's another thing that we can do in order to like embrace our natural hair more. So for me, like with the question of going forward, how can I embrace my natural beauty more? And I think first of all is just the acknowledgement of the fact that we are being influenced by a lot of it is from social media, and I think a lot of it is also from like beauty influencers. A lot of women of color that I look up to personally, they don't wear the natural hair, so it's easy for me to internalize the idea of beauty as the standard of beauty is to wear wigs and things like that. So I think moving forward is just great that first of all I acknowledge that beauty is the definition of beauty is being flawed in the society. That's the first issue. And then for me to embrace is for me to continue to reaffirm myself, to continue to tell myself that I'm beautiful regardless of what my hair looks like, and I can go out confidently and not thinking that, oh, I'm not beautiful because I don't have my wig on today. So it's just the whole idea of reaffirming myself, and that's how I'm going to embrace my natural beauty going forward. And one of the things that I personally aim to do in the future is, if I have a top event, I'm going with my natural hair. And this is not because there's anything wrong with wigs. This is just because my
It's
beauty,
something you want to do.
exactly, it's because my beauty is not dependent on what my hair looks like. Do you get what I mean? Like, I can, like what we've been saying about beauty standards, there is no standard of beauty. I'm the one that define what beauty is for myself. So I can go out with wigs, I can go out bald, I can go out with my natural hair, I still feel the same level of confidence, because I know that my beauty is not dependent on what my hair looks like. And another thing that I would say is that going forward, how can we embrace our beauty more, is to, you know, sometimes, like, it's easy for us to get insecure when we look at other people's pictures on Instagram, or we look at like the news. And I would say, like, if that is, sometimes I feel like that, and if there are people on Instagram that makes me feel insecure, I block them. And this is not even out of hatred. This is my growth process, this is my healing process, this is my way of changing the way I think about beauty. And until I get to the point where I'm fully secure, I have to do whatever I have to do to get to that point. And if it means, you know, blocking people or just staying away from Instagram for a little bit, just for me to, you know, fully get my confidence back, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
And you said something about influencers. There are also influencers that carry their natural hair. Cheesy Duru is one of them. I'm allowed to mention people's names.
Yeah.
Okay,
They're
Cheesy
doing
Duru
good.
is one of them. There are different, like, the Slumflower. She carries, like, everything about her is all natural. Like, everything is natural.
Nice.
Like, there are different people that, like, carry it. And Chimamanda has her natural hair most of the time. You never see Chimamanda with a wig. Not saying that is bad, but, like, you never see her with, then again, like, you talk about, when you talk about influencers, there are influencers that have, like, always have their wigs on, but then there are also, like, you look, there's a different side of the spectrum. There are influencers that always, that emphasize on natural hair, and, like, even, like, natural extensions and all of that. They're just
But
going natural,
yeah,
basically.
but to be fair, like, a lot of the influencers that I look up to, like Patricia Bright, Jackie Aina, you never see them with the natural hair. And a lot of, like, movie stars and things like that, they're not in the natural hair. Do you get what I mean? So I feel like maybe you look up to different sets of influencers, and I look up to, like, different sets of influencers. Like, if you don't know Ebube, you know, she lives mostly in Nigeria, but she schools in the UK. But I live in London, so a lot of the people that we look up to are different in that regard.
100%.
So I think that a lot of the people that I look up to, they don't wear the natural hair. So, like, it's easy for Ebube to say, you know, they're also influencers, and they are, but I feel like maybe this message is for people that live in the UK and, you know, don't know a lot of people that have their natural hair out. You know, you might know a few people, but you might not know a lot of people. It's just to, like, push the message that your hair does not determine your beauty. And that's not to say that wigs are bad. You can wear your wig, you can even decide not to wear your natural hair, but the only thing is, like, you shouldn't decide not to wear your natural hair because of societal standard. That is what we're trying to, you know, promote, and that's the message that we're trying to stop. Does that make sense? Do you have anything else to add?
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna reiterate everything I've said all through this.
Yeah.
You're beautiful, you define your beauty. Wearing wigs is not bad. You do you. When it comes to your like, to what you define as, so when it comes to your body, your face, your how you want to present yourself, you do you. If you want to wear a wig, go for it. If you want to carry your natural hair, it's all yours.
Exactly.
If you want to scrape your head and paint it pink,
that's your
like,
business.
that's wonderful too.
Your
Just
business.
as long as it makes you happy, that's all that's important.
Cool.
That's all that's important.
We
And
get you.
another thing is that don't let anybody, like, try to tell you what, like, try
People
to
chat
define
so
to you
much.
what beauty is, or try to, like, make you feel less, like,
Yeah,
like you're not
inferior.
beautiful, because if they do, like, because, like, nobody has the right to do that.
Exactly.
Period.
Yeah, and yeah, thank you so much, Ebube, for joining me. I appreciate you. And
Thank
yeah,
you for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. You should come again. You should come again. And yeah, like, I hope that the main objective of this video is being passed across, which is, first of all, to educate a lot of people that ask questions on, like, why do we wear wigs, like, I hope you have a bit more insight into why we black women wear wigs. And I also hope that we women of color embrace our beauty in every level, in every stage of it, and not try to, you know, give in to societal expectations of what beauty is. And I just hope that we black women, we embrace ourselves more, Yeah, that's just the main aim of this video. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video. In my next video, I'm going to be making something very interesting. I want to talk about, you know, how to apply for university in the UK, because I know a lot of people text me about it, like, what's the date, how can I apply to study
from
in the
Nigeria,
UK?
like...
Yeah, from Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to be giving you all the dates, so yeah, stick up for that, and please don't forget to share and subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video. Lots of love. Bye bye. See you later.